Alright everybody, welcome back to another live episode of Ship-Faced. I'm aboard Oasis of the Seas. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Orlando, Florida. And we're going live because this cruise ship here, the Carnival Liberty, is about to do a 360-degree turn in this little tiny spot right here. So, she's coming in, crossing the Oasis of the Seas starboard side. I'm looking aft. Our bow is that way. You'll notice the blue wave livery on this ship's hull. Just a few months ago, Carnival, in completely purchasing Costa Cruises, has redesigned their company's ship's livery. They added the blue wave, similar to what you see on the funnel, to the bow. This is also just out of history. Carnival Liberty and her sisters were one of the final ship classes before Holland America Line's Vista class came out. So you can see similar features, but you can also tell how it evolved into what we see today. Not gonna lie, this is not a small ship, but it looks like a toy compared to Oasis. Then again, everything looks like a toy compared to this beast. For reference, up here on deck 17, I'm about 180 feet off the water, which is why if you look straight ahead, I'm actually more level with that radar mast than I am with that ship's highest deck. Here she comes in nicely, making the 360-degree turn. Back in the 1930s, this maneuver would have taken at least 8 tugboats. 6 to do the actual maneuver and 2 on standby in case something went wrong. You'll see over here the harbor patrol boat waiting to escort Carnival Liberty out of Orlando. Also, for size comparison, that's a tanker. Over there we've got some barges and a floating crane. You start to see Liberty just turned on her bow thrusters. I don't know, whether you're a fan of Carnival or not, I do think their ship's liveries look good. As an American, I appreciate the red, white, and blue scheme. But having sailed on Carnival in my past, I wouldn't do it again. Not throwing rocks, it's just not for me. She's about halfway through her turn, totally alone, not one tugboat in sight. Next to one of the world's biggest cruise ships, so it's not exactly a safe environment for the ship to do this maneuver. We got a very small breeze, nothing to worry about. Current doesn't look any strong either. Nothing the ships can't handle. One thing I didn't notice, the ship's port of registry is the little itty bitty fine print right here, Panama. But you don't see it on the actual stern. It's only on the side. Weird. It's like those people in different states that only have one license plate. There we go. Making some progress in this 360-degree dime turn. Just some more Carnival news. One of Carnival Liberty's sisters last summer, the funnel caught fire, and the right-hand side of that whale tail shape has been removed. To make it symmetrical, after repairs, they removed the left-hand side of that tail, so now it's just a weird little stump. I don't remember what ship that was, but it wasn't this one. It was one of Liberty's sisters. There you go. She's more than halfway through the turn now. Lots of jealous passengers watching Oasis as they make this turn, I see. Lots to be jealous of, not gonna lie. This ship is pretty fantastic. And again, I'm about 180 feet off the water. Got a $1 million yacht coming in. Stressing the heck out of Carnival Liberty right now, I'm sure. All right. Just a few more degrees and Liberty will be making forward momentum, leaving Orlando. Pretty impressive. So this maneuver is able to be achieved by two methods of different propulsion simultaneously. At the bow, like I talked about earlier, they have bow thrusters. Liberty has 3. Bow thrusters are low power, high thrust propulsion systems in the bulbous bow that allow lateral movement. Combine that with either a rudder or, in this case, azimuthing pods, which are single unit outboard propulsion pods. Think of like an outboard motor on a yacht, like what this guy has right here, the little black thing, but 60 times bigger and under the water. They rotate 360 degrees and provide steering and propulsion at the same time. So you turn these pods in addition with using your thrusters, and now you can make this turn. All right. Liberty has stopped turning. Bow thrusters slowly turning off. Harbor pilot in that green boat right there, patiently waiting. It's required by maritime law and the acts of safety of life at sea for every ship, regardless of type, when they enter or leave any harbor, must have a harbor pilot on the bridge. Harbor pilots are experts in the harbor with which they received their pilot license. This is important because literally every single year, the ocean floor changes. It changes in depth, it changes in hazards, whether it's shipwrecks or coral reefs or any other kind of submerged hazards that may not have been there the year prior. Harbor pilots are up to date every year on the changes, if any. But the interesting thing is, even with the harbor pilot in command at the helm on your bridge, the captain is still responsible if something goes wrong. Also interesting to note, as you've seen by my YouTube channel, I'm a Cunard fan, and Carnival Liberty doing this impressive maneuver has not stopped traffic in this port. See the cars moving? When Queen Mary II is in town, wherever that town may be. I've read articles in the news that traffic is stopped for hours because people want to get a look at the beautiful queen. All right, there we go. She's picking up speed, turning her props more. See, the wake is getting bigger. Also, while we're looking at Liberty, if you see that contraption there, 2 decks above the Carnival Liberty words, that is a bosun's ladder, and it's on a track that goes from that lifeboat all the way around the other side of the ship. That's how you paint the ship while you're at sea. And yes, it's terrifying. But that's what that is. Most cruise ships have them. Some of them have more than one. Yep, there's another one over there. Also, those white barrels are seawater activated, automatically inflating life rafts. So another thing that cruise ships do nowadays that they didn't many years ago is have enough capacity on one side for all passengers and crew. This is safety taking into account disasters such as Lusitania, Andrea Doria, or more recently, Costa Concordia, where the ship leans to one side so much, like I'm imitating here, that half of the ship's lifeboats are rendered useless. So that's why we have those white barrels of automatically inflating life rafts. Justin says Carnival's like the drunk white girl. Yep, that is accurate. No offense to blondes, because my mom is blonde and I love my family, but more accurately, Justin, I would say the drunk blonde girl for cruises. But that's just my opinion. All right, that is it, folks. Liberty is on her way to heaven knows where. Hopefully we're not following. Just kidding. I might do another live tonight when my ship leaves. We're going to be departing Orlando tonight at 8:30 local time, which is Eastern time. So stay tuned. The ship will be lit up really, really brightly. It's actually pretty attractive. So yeah, keep a lookout. Ship faced tonight at 8:30. Have a wonderful day, and see you next time.